Hi, I'm Rex Ashmore, Centralia, Washington 5th grade teacher. I'll be talking about a lesson today on adding and subtracting decimals. My language objective is for students to explain how to add and subtract decimals to their learning partner. That is an important objective that we're working on in our school. And so it's very important that we have that on there. My two content objectives are for students to take notes from a video on adding and subtracting decimals, and also that students will add and subtract decimals on their whiteboard playing the game Showdown with their neighbor. The lesson starts with the students getting their Chromebook, which all our students have Chromebooks that are assigned to them. Something I've tried to do lately is to have my students try to flip the classroom a little bit, where the students are in charge of their own learning. They are assigned a video through Google Classroom from study.com on adding and subtracting decimals. They will take notes on the video. When they are finished taking notes on the video, they will discuss their notes with their learning partner and make any changes they seem to feel is necessary to add to their own notes. At which time we will have a share out of important learnings from the students in a whole class discussion. And as well at that time they'll have a chance to make changes and add to their notes to make sure they're gaining an understanding of adding and subtracting decimals. When we're finished, before we play Showdown, that we will do a quick check for understanding. In our classroom, the students have paint cards of blue, green, yellow, and red. I just ask them for a quick check for understanding, and they show me a blue card if they fully understand and can teach others how to add and subtract decimals. Green means they could get started and have a pretty good understanding of what they're doing. Yellow is for they somewhat understand but may have questions. And the red card means that they need a little bit more teaching, and at that time I will take them with me on the front carpet as we start the game Showdown. In Showdown, the students will have their whiteboards, and they will, in the bottom right hand corner, have a success window to keep track of their answers they've got correct. A problem pops up on a PowerPoint presentation of adding and subtracting decimals. They do the work on their whiteboard, they flip it over and do the multiplication facts on the other side when they are finished to limit disruptions. When the music is done playing on the video, they have a showdown with their neighbor on their work. My room is divided with students on the east side and the west side, and the east side will have a chance to show the west side what they've done first before they compare what they have done. And then the answer will pop up on the screen. If they've got it right, they put a tally in their success window. The slides usually are about 10 of them on adding and subtracting decimals. A lot of them will be word problems, just so we can work on our continued reading skills. When the PowerPoint is over for an exit ticket, they will log back into their Google Classroom and they will do the quiz on adding and subtracting decimals on study.com. I get those results sent to me so I have an understanding of how we're doing as a class, and we'll use that information to pull small groups the next day during math. As I talk about our school's vision and mission statement, our mission statement at Washington School is that we serve a unique and diverse student population, and to ensure that students develop the essential skills needed to become a respectful, self-motivated learner through effective instructional programs and shared responsibility among students, parents, schools, staff, and community. Through this lesson, I support that mission statement as flipping the classroom, for one, makes the students responsible for their own learning. And as well, note-taking and technology are important for students as we move forward with their education. And again, the more I can integrate technology into my lessons, I believe my students are more engaged and again are responsible for their learning. Research shows that integrating technology into instructional tends to move classrooms from teacher dominated to student-centered learning environments, and I believe that's what we all want out of our students, is again to make them responsible for their learning. According to Jennifer Gonzalez, using the flipped classroom model, the initial exposure to the video content has a better chance to sink in. The teacher can answer questions with more immediacy, and for students who struggle, the teacher can send them directly back to the video for a refresher. And again, I usually give my students about 15 minutes to view the video because they are in charge of it. They can stop the video whenever they wish to write down important learnings, which is different from showing them videos in the classroom to all of them and having to stop the video and tell them they might want to write that note down. As well, taking notes enhances students' comprehension as they process, organize, and restate the information in their own words. Again, it's easy for them to copy words down, but if they don't fully understand them, then that's really not doing them a whole lot of good. So it's important that they take their notes in there and write them down in their own words. Again, I have flipped the classroom inside the classroom 4 or 5 times already, and I think it's been very beneficial. The students seem to enjoy it, and I'm going to continue to do so moving forward. Thank you for watching my video, and good day.
How long? 7